Hi, welcome to another edition of A Walk in the Carpenter Shop, where we're growing together just a little bit deeper and becoming the people that God wants us to be. Recently, someone sent this verse to me, Joel chapter 2, verse 25. It says, "So I'll restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten." Now, for Joel, they were suffering a pestilence of locusts, and God had promised to restore them and restore the losses they had sustained. And so that was kind of the gist of the passage. But the analogy, though, is one where it takes us back in time to our not too distant past, where we went through this global pandemic, as it were. People learned to do things different. They had to deal with churches that were shut down. Across the country, there were supply chains and stores that couldn't get all the stuff that they needed. All of a sudden, what had been a gradual rise in online purchasing spiked, and it became the way to do it. Restaurants had to quickly adapt and all move to door dashes or some type of food delivery system so that the restaurants themselves could stay in business. We became a culture that was more self-reliant in some ways because we kind of locked ourselves in, and as a result, we lost a lot of that connection that we needed that helps keep us healthy. I got a sense as we were coming through that pandemic that we would find those days where we would be refreshed to get back out and be able to do things again. Now, fortunately, here at the church at 434, we're in the free Florida, and so we never had to deal with the stuff that a lot of other people had to deal with, even though we had to deal with shutdowns and trying to figure out how to do things differently. And the question always is, when you go through those moments and then God does the refreshing, do you come out better or do you come out just tired and weary? My hope for you is that you have emerged a better version of you. Hopefully you take those days and you learn some things that will make you better in the future. Hopefully you've learned some new ways of doing things, some ways to get things, access things that you never had before. But at the end of the day, you were created for connection, and that's what you have to do. One of the ways that God restores us is in the connection that we have with one another. And so you stay connected, you keep growing, and then you keep becoming the person that you were created to be. And I look forward to joining you next time here in the Carpenter Shop.